What's good, gentlemen? Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at yo_supe. Yo_SUPE.
So why not YK_SUPE? That's gonna fuck somebody up.
It is gonna fuck somebody up. I was gonna wait till I like got on and probably change it because it got Yk Supe in the like artist thing, like at the top. Like it has my artist name, and then I'm the capper. So I put the Yo Supe, like Yo Supe. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Like for example, like A Boogie, he don't got like A Boogie, he got like Hybrids the label, but it's like the letters. So I was like, okay, they know Yk Supe if they click on it.
Oh, okay. Everybody used to get on me about my old Instagram name. It was brown_eyed_killer.
I can see.
Everybody, what the fuck?
Brown-eyed killer.
Yeah, brown-eyed killer. Okay. You know, like.
I feel it though. I feel it.
I guess I was in a righteous stage in my life. I still am. But now it's just they call me cheap. I mean, it ain't much more classy.
I mean, cheap smooth. Cheap real smooth. Like, okay, cheap.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So, yeah. So, but why do they call you Supe? Why Yk Supe?
Because it used to be Super. Like, that was my first rap name. And then when I had came to Alabama, like, everybody had, like, a different accent than me. So some of them would say Supe.
That was country as fuck.
Like, real country. Say, like, Supe. What? But I started responding to it. So then I'm like, okay. And then I did Kappa. Kappa was Sam Manu. And then it was like, they used to be like, Supe the Noob. They used to always be talking shit. Okay. This when I was coming in on land. And then they used to call us Young Kings, though. And I was really feeling that shit because that's how I really feel. Like, I feel like I'm a king, you a queen. Like, the shorties, kings and queens. So I'm like, I like that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay. I don't want to change all the way from Super, so I'm gonna just be Yk Supe. It's Young King Supe, but I don't want nobody to call me that shit. So you just gotta say YK or Supe.
I like that. Yk Supe. Okay, I like that. I do. That is dope. So wait. So what made you want to move down here?
I went to school in Huntsville, so it was like, but it was like my mom wanted me to go to HBCU. And I had good grades in high school, you feel me? So HBCUs, they was throwing money, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, they was throwing money. So I was like, all right. And I was like, I don't know nothing about Alabama because I'm from the city. So I was like,
have you ever been to the South?
Never.
Really?
Never.
Oh shit.
Never in my life. So it was like, I knew it was gonna be different, but then my mom was like, if you make it Chicago, you can make it anywhere. You're going, you feel me? So I'm like, all right, bet. And I came and visited, and Huntsville wasn't so country. I thought it was gonna be like some middle of nowhere type shit, but it wasn't though. It reminded me maybe like a suburb outside Chicago, like Indiana, some shit like that. So I was like, it ain't no buses, ain't no trains, but it's side. And I saw, people of color there too. So it was all right.
Okay.
So it was cool. And then it had some decent women. You feel me? The weather was good. So I was like, fuck it, I'm going.
The food is straight. Like,
the food is straight. It ain't better than the city, but it's good. Like some home cooked, but like we got Harold's up there. I mean, they got it in Atlanta now, but we got like so much food that they don't got down here. But down here ain't like, but it ain't like the crib. You gotta, you feel me? They be cheap on the mouse sauce down here. They be they be trying to finesse, trying to use ketchup. I don't care. And the beans. You feel me? But nah, it was decent though. And I wanted to take a J. Cole approach, kinda as far as like using college as a tool to be able to help me get to the music because Atlanta was right next door. So then I'm like, all right, I could drive there, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm like, Miami ain't too far, you know what I'm saying? So I was just like, it also helped my style too, though, because it's like, I'm from the city where, you got Twisted, you got G Herbo, you got a gang of artists who rap fast, and we got different slang, or you got Chief Keef, that type shit. But I feel like being in a different demographic was also going to help me out, because if I went in the South, I would have never really been exposed to Boosie, and, we fuck with Gucci in the city, but it was just a lot of artists that, down here people just really fuck with. So I was able to, study the sounds of different people and mix it with my Chicago flavor and do what I do. So
I mean, I like that. I think that is important.
Yeah.
You gotta, especially if you're trying to like really make it in the music industry, you have to do it for everybody in a way. And you know, and everybody knows longevity is reaching out to everybody. So I think that's dope. I think that's dope. And yeah, like we were saying earlier, there's a lot been going on. So, you know, what how did you feel when they called your name, they handed you that big ass check? Literally and figuratively.
Yeah, yo, it was like a big weight lifted off my shoulders because there was so much going on prior to that. And the average person probably wouldn't have did what I did because it ain't make sense. You know what I'm saying? But I felt like this is God testing me to take a leap of faith. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And to everybody else who may not have believed in me, you feel me? It probably didn't make no sense with the circumstances I had going on. But to the people closest to me, they was like, shit, if that's what you really want to do, go ahead. So to win, you know what I'm saying, out of 100,000 people, like I'm number one, you know what I'm saying? And it was in front of some very important people. Like, you know, it was just like amazing. It was like God showing me like, yeah, this is what you need to be doing. You know what I'm saying? After all these years of working hard, you know. So yeah.
Everything's taking. So when are you dropping the single? I heard it, but nobody else had.
Yeah, man. It's coming soon. I can't drop that yet, but it's coming real soon, man. I can tell you this: it's getting mastered up this week. That's fact. Okay. So after that, you know how that go.
Okay. Yeah, I'm so excited for you. So would you ever like consider moving to California or Atlanta?
California, I don't know, because it's like, how I say this. I went out there to Hollywood, you know what I'm saying? That's what the Freestyle 50 finale was. I'll get into that later about what that is and what that's about. But and it was cool, but it was like real expensive out there. And even if I got money, I'm still cheap. Like I ain't cheap for shit I like or if I'm doing for people. But if I'm going to buy some backwoods, and y'all talking about $9. How much it was, lead dog? Them woods, they was about $7 or something in Cali. Oh yeah. They was taxing. It was like $9, bro. Big tax. You feel me?
Lord.
And then it was just weird. You know what I'm saying? And I miss, being in Chicago. Atlanta. I probably get a crib out here. I wouldn't live here for good, but I probably get a crib out here because I'm here so damn much.
Yeah, Atlanta's where it's at.
Yeah, it's dope. I like Atlanta. Atlanta always showed me love. I can say that. Like every time it's just the first time I ever performed at anything or did a open mic contest, whether it was a hole in the wall or a club. Like I always got love down here, and I always met somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like either I met you. You know what I'm saying? I just met Young Dolph last Sunday. You know what I'm saying? I was really chopping it up with him. You know what I'm saying? Out of the blue. You know what I'm saying? So Atlanta, it's a land of opportunity.
Yeah. Oh, that is so dope. That's why I moved out here too for the same reason. I think a lot of people move out here. Everybody thinks that, Atlanta's the new beginning. It is, if you take advantage of it right and do good. You know what I'm saying? Some people just think that you can finesse your way out of everything. People like you get adjusted every day. I told somebody that the other day. I said, niggas like you get dusted every day. What the fuck I thought it was. I'm from South Carolina.
That's why I'm like, damn, I didn't know you from New York.
They say dusted up there?
Nah, but you said B.
Oh. Oh, okay. Shut up.
I've been to South Carolina before.
Did you like it?
It was hood out there, but I liked it.
Which
where I was
part
at.
You went to?
Man, we was over there by what's that? SCSU. We was.
Oh, you was in Orangeburg.
In Orangeburg.
Oh my god, I ain't never been out there.
We was in Orangeburg. Like when I tell you it was the hood, but
I
ain't ghetto. You feel me? I'm from Chicago, where it's cracking that. But I was just like everybody was really out here. Like you know what I'm saying? They loud, country, but they was cool though. You know what I'm saying? That was the first time I had cookout too.
Really?
Yeah, that was the first time I had cookout. And then and then I came to Atlanta and ate it. I love cookout.
I ate cookout so much I don't like it. Like, bro, like I was so poor in college. Like after the refund just dwindled. Anyway, speaking of that, I want to ask you, so what were you like in high school and what were you like in college?
I ain't gonna lie. I was the same nigga. The only thing that was different was that I was more outspoken with my music. You know what I'm saying? Like in high school, people knew I rap. Like I'd be rapping in the back of the class, putting pencils on the table, beating on the table. You know what I'm saying? Snapping my fingers. And people be tuned in like, all right, you go hard. But I was hooping, you know what I'm saying? And I played on the same team with Anthony Davis, you feel me? In high school, he was like #1 in the nation. He in the league right now. And that's what I've been doing my whole life, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I'll rap from time to time, you know what I'm saying? So in high school, I was funny. I cracked jokes.
You was a class clown?
I wouldn't say the clown, but if somebody said something to me, it was over with. You know what I'm saying? Like I have my moments. You know what I'm saying? And then I was real outspoken, and I was smart too. So it was like people just rock with me, and you know I was cool. And then where I come from over east, there was a lot of people from the east side who went to my school, so we all just rock with each other and stuff. You know. And in college, it was like. I ain't gonna lie, like college made me more of a man, you know what I'm saying? Just going to a different city where I was never from, didn't know nobody, no family, no car, no none of that, you know what I'm saying? And I exceeded expectations. Like not only did I go to college and graduated, I performed in the biggest arena that they got there 3 times. I opened up for Gucci, I opened up for Dolph, I opened up for Lucci, Juicy J, Thugger. Like I really came to a place where I didn't know nobody and made a name for myself off of my craft, you know what I'm saying? And just being a stand-up dude and everybody like, yeah, Supe cool people, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that was the biggest thing because in Chicago, it was like as a shorty, I was trying to have people put me on, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't know no better, you know what I'm saying? I ain't know that, you know, it was better for you to just be independent, you know what I'm saying? And try to get it out the mud because a lot of people would spin me, you know what I'm saying? And my cousin, let him tell it like they saw the potential in me when I was young, you know what I'm saying? So they was hating like that. You come to the studio, but don't let me record, you know what I'm saying? Or like when we get in the studio, I'm calling them, and then, you know what I'm saying? But then when I came down south, I'm gonna get my own money. I'm gonna do my own thing so that way nobody can say they put me on, you know what I'm saying? And they feel better that way.
Right.
So yeah, you know, that was always cool, funny, you know. But college, you could see what I was about. High school, you had to figure out what I was about. College, you just knew, like I was consistent with it, you know. So yeah, that's the difference.
So like, how is it now, especially when this single drops and everything just starts getting like real crazy? It's already starting to get crazy now, as we said earlier. But like, a lot of people have a hard time trusting people once they get to a certain level. You know what I mean? How do you think you're gonna handle that?
Shoot. I get everybody an opportunity, you know, because I start off with giving you respect, you know what I'm saying, until you do something to abuse it. And, you know, I'm a God-fearing man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I believe that God got me covered, you know what I'm saying? And got the shield up for any demons, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying I'm not going to run into bad people, but I got a good sense of urgency. Like I could feel energy, you know what I'm saying? I know when something ain't right. I know when stuff don't sound right. And usually what's done in the dark comes to the lights. You see what I'm saying? So as far as that, you know, with YKMG, you know, I'm the CEO. That's my independent label. That's my homies. And it's like everybody has a job, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I'm not really worried about no leeching or no finesse or nothing like that because my homie Flock, that's my DJ and my producer, and that's my frat brother. And we from the east side of Chicago, so we solid. My nigga Roger, that's my security. And him choosing to be security already showed me where his head at because he agreeing to put his life on the line and to be the muscle for what we got going on, even though we strong too, though. You know how it go. Yeah. Then it's like, man, I got my nigga lead dog, you know what I'm saying? And he real important because it's 10 years I didn't know this man, and we still homies. He right here with me right now. Yeah. So it's like, he gonna always keep it real. He always gonna have my best interest and watch what's going around, you know what I'm saying? And then we connected spiritually with the pastor. You know, I'm not real religious, but I'm spiritual, you know what I'm saying? And it was like everything that happened was said by pastor, thus from the Holy Spirit. Like my granddaddy dad, she was like, you're gonna go to LA and you're gonna go to New York. And I see music, I see lights, I see fame, I see money. Like, and I'm like, how? You know what I'm saying? And when it all manifested, it was just like everything happened. Like nothing skipped. You get what I'm saying? Like how I'm supposed to get to LA. I'm in Hollywood and big hotel and we treated like kings. You know what I'm saying? Like when I went to do my song with London, we in the hotel. We had Tree Sound Studios. Like everything is everything. I'm going to New York to meet with Kevin Loud. So it's just like that just brought my faith closer. And the people who was with me, at that time was all tuned in. You get what I'm saying? My homie Cool. It's many times I'm like, hey bro, I ain't got no money for the studio. He just get it to me when you get it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes he like, fuck it, I just want to be there. You know what I'm saying? Right. And it's stuff like that where keep my trust with my homies. But as far as like them executives, I got my eye on them, man, because the one that's stabbing you in the back don't always be the one who you look and suspect. It's the one who's shaking your hand. You know what I'm saying? It's the one who cutting the checks. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, all I could do is pray that I don't come into none of them type of guys.
Yeah. Do you want to stay independent, or would you want to get signed?
Yeah, I want to get signed just because number one, the majority of the industry is signed right now. They say they not, but they are. Mm-hmm. Some of them have their own independent brand, but still get distribution from these same people that's connected through the labels. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I would honestly want to, but the reason why I want to get signed is so I could really get in there and learn the business and genuinely make partnerships and network with people. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not saying you can't do that if you're independent, but it takes a while to get around. You see what I'm saying? But if you already in the game and you already around the best producers, the best rappers, the best engineers, the best executives who've been doing this for longer than you're supposed to get around them and pick their brain and take some of what you learned and what they learned or trying to teach you and apply it and get your money up. You see what I'm saying? And when you get your money up and you got the knowledge, then be independent, because now you got all cylinders covered, because you'll be independent and try to put somebody else on and you might not be doing something right, or maybe it's something you missing. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like a lot of them branding deals be coming from them labels. You feel what I'm saying? Like QC is an independent label, but they also linked up with Capital. Before that, they was with 300. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I'm pretty sure they smart, but they stole that platform from the big people and they like, you know what I'm saying? So it's always a way into it. So I wouldn't mind getting signed and then a few years later, or however long God wanted to be, then started my own and shake my own hands with distribution companies and do it like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I look cut up. So what's something that you would absolutely positively won't ever don't ask me to do, like in the industry? What is something that you just won't budge
on? Not coloring my hair. I'm not putting no
blonde? No, sir.
No, ma'am. I'm saying sir to whoever. Well, yeah. But I'm not coloring my hair. I'm not doing shit. I'm not. If I'm not comfortable with it, I ain't doing it. I ain't selling a different agenda to try to influence people. I'm doing what I want to do, or we gonna be in the middle. You know what I'm saying? If I feel like somebody trying to get me to do something that I don't want to do, then I ain't gonna stay there. You know what I'm saying? And it just won't be no money made. You feel me? Like that's how hard I stand on that. You know what I'm saying? Like I will not put on the dress. You know what I'm saying? I will not. I don't care how much money you say it make me. You feel me? I'm a man at the end of the day, so ain't no dollar sign worth. And you feel me? Look at me, man. Like, I can't even. No disrespect, you feel me? But it's just my personal views.
I'll make so many memes. I'm telling you right now, I would do it. Like that would be me.
They gonna call me YQ, young queen.
Oh shit! Oh my god! So what you got coming up like in the near future?
In music or just in life?
In both, like in life. We're going through this Mercury retrograde. You know what that is? Oh, okay. So it's this thing, we have it like 3 to 4 times a year. It's like when Mercury goes backward or like rotates backwards. And so Mercury is supposed to be known as the planet of communication. Okay. So around this time is the worst time to make big like decisions, like write contracts, buy houses, like relationships tend to like break around this time. Friendships tend to like, whatever. But then we'll go back, we'll get out of it in like a couple weeks. I forgot what the fuck I was going with this. But what you got going on tonight? You threw me off track.
Oh, I mean, it was basically okay. In life, I plan on moving back to Chicago. When I do it, I ain't telling nobody. But moving back to Chicago, because my little sister finna be in high school, so I want to be around for that. You know what I'm saying? And even with music and traveling around, I feel like when I was in college, I missed a decent amount of years there. You know what I'm saying? And I can't take over a city that I'm not at. You know what I'm saying? And tour. 300 got an artist development tour, and shout out to Big Dog, my management. He got some big tours coming up. You know, he takes care of a lot of branding. You know what I'm saying? He's real plugged in, man, with all type of basketball teams, football teams, rap snacks, you know what I'm saying, all type of stuff like that. So I plan on building momentum off that record and try to get Sam. Before I worked at a Boys and Girls Club, before that I worked at a bowling alley, and before that I worked on campus, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I always grinded and did whatever I had to do on the side to get money, you know what I'm saying? But it's like with now, it's like music is going to be my job. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so now I got to set up different avenues other than just the records. You know what I'm saying? I got merch. I'm saying YKMG. Right. So yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm trying to get a lot of that in life. I mean, I'm single. I'm staying that way right now because too much going on. Shoot, I'm just really just trying to stay focused and keep God first and just do whatever I need to be doing. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm trying to do because I've been grinding for a long time.
Yeah. You know, I was going to text this, but I was like, you know what? No, I'm going to say this when I see the person. I, like, don't, you know how some people, like, I know how for some reasons they have to change a certain way. They have to move a little bit different. Like how your mom said, when you go to Chicago, you got to move it. But the essence of you, like, I would say don't ever lose that. Don't ever lose that humbleness. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the first thing people always say. Oh, that person's an asshole. Or they say, oh, that was cool shit. You know? So that was my gift to you.
Oh man, definitely, man. Like, that's 100 though, because I look at it like this, and for anybody watching this, like, this is, if you had to understand me, this statement right here, I'll let you know. I understand that everybody got a spiritual gift. You know what I'm saying? God gave everybody a spiritual gift. You know what I'm saying? And at some point in your life, He give you an opportunity to use it and have it, you work it, and however hard you go, determine where you're going to be. And honestly, I ain't got no room to, you know, ever really change who I am within and switch up just off the simple fact that as easy as God gave it to you, He could take it away from you. You know what I'm saying? If you get to treat motherfuckers away or switching up who you are within. And that's one of my biggest fears anyway, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't saying that you shouldn't change at some point because in order to grow, you got to change, you know what I'm saying? But then in the same breath, as far as the essence of who I am, shoot, I don't think God will like that. So with that being said, I'm going to just keep it cool, you know, for real.
Yeah. Well, so were you ever like in the church choir or whatever?
Nah, man. I ain't really go to church like that, man. Like when I tell you, like I ain't get this woke until after my grandfather died. God rest his soul, January 2017. Like I was always cool, you know. I prayed from time to time, but it was like I wasn't real religious, so it's like I always felt like, you know, if I just live right and be cool, you know what I'm saying, and you know, treat people how I want to be treated, you know how all that stuff goes. Keep good energy, I'll be straight. But that's how, and I still feel that way, but now I'm a little bit more woke as far as like I used to think that I gave God the praise, but then I'm like, no, I'm not giving him enough because once I started doing it, all this stuff like came in flowing. I'm like, it's all I had to do, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was like one of them, like all right, cool, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't really in the church like that. My mom, she ain't forced me to go. She was like, your relationship with God is up to you. You feel me? She even said, like Hope said, you ain't got to go to church to get to know your God. You know what I'm saying? It's within. So, you know, I'm just woke now because everything started to add up. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, I don't be around preaching or nothing, but I definitely let people know, like, bro, you got to give God the praise. You feel me? You got to be thankful for whatever you got. You feel what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it could get taken away. You feel me? That's why, man, bro, you can tell me like, yeah, before you get in the booth, bro, just pray real quick. You know what I'm saying? That God allow you to bring out the best in you. You feel what I'm saying? I did it in my shit even more heat than it was before, and I could bend rap. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know, that's just me though. But no choir, I can't sing.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I mean, but at least you can rap. You rap really well, so that's, you know.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, I can harmonize a little bit, but y'all hear them on the records. Give me a little auto tune. You know, we'll work it out.
Yeah, I was in the choir for a good little minute.
You sing something?
Nah, I mean, I was, but I really thought I had it. But you know, I was making very good. Yeah. But everybody got a little solo or whatever. Mine was a simple solo too. But for a while, I felt like that. Well, I still feel like that. I felt like, you know, as long as I just do good and I pray and I meditate or whatever, everything will work out. But I do definitely see where you come from. Yeah.
Most definitely, man.
So, growing up Chicago, so everybody has like this negative connotation and everything about Chicago.
Yeah.
So, what was the craziest thing that happened to you growing up out there?
I was telling bro this story. When I was like in third grade, I had got jumped on by some Mexicans. You feel me? It was a Mexican gang. I ain't gonna put them out though. But it was like I was a shorty though. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't like just kids my age. You know what I'm saying? It was like kids a little bit older than me. I was probably third grade. They was sixth, seventh grade. Then it was some high schools, and there was some grown men out there. You feel me? Tatted up, face tatted up, da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Bald head. You know what I'm saying? And it was just so crazy because you feel me? I'm a shorty, and I still got my innocence. You know what I'm saying? So it was like I was coming home from school. It was a decent little walk, and usually, me and my other cousins, you know what I'm saying, like they stayed up the street and we'll walk together. But sometimes people get attention, you will get practice, you might get whatever going on. So, and this before I had a phone, you know what I'm saying, like this way back, you know what I'm saying, it's 2003. I'm 23, I'll be 24 next month. So this is I was young, you know what I'm saying. So we got iPhones, there wasn't no phone back then, you know what I'm saying. Yeah. So I was out there waiting, and I'm like, man, they taking all day. I'm gonna go home. I'm trying to play the game. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Do my little homework, play the game, eat. I'm gonna get up out of there. I'm walking, and it's like I see like a bunch of people scattered. You feel me? But it's like it's after school, so it was like it could have been anything. It's always a lot of people walking outside, and I seen like this shorty, like kind of his little shadow on the back left of me. You feel me? But he was like not creeping, but I'm like he was too. I don't know. My energy like he was too close, so I started to go to the right. And in some gangs, they be giving out $150s. $150s basically, they'll take like a blade or something like that, slash across your face or whatever the case may be. But I'm walking though, and he like got to like kind of like stomping his feet like he was getting ready to chase me, but I ain't run. Ever since a shorty, I ain't never been no lame. And basically tried to run up on me, but I heard him though. You feel me? Grab his arm. You feel me? He dropped the knife. We get to fight. You know what I'm saying? And before I know it, my ass was getting ground pounded, boy.
Oh man.
Boy, they swinging on me, bro. You feel me? They trying to kick me, but I'm like, they just can't mess my face up. You feel me? So I'm ducked down. You feel me? They got down on me. It was quick though. It felt long, but it was quick though. Then everybody started running. Everybody got on their bike, and I got up. I was kind of dazed, like I wasn't knocked out or nothing, but I'm like, what the fuck just happened? All I know is the police ain't do nothing. It was right there, bro. They kept riding. Somebody, mama was like, who kid is this? You know what I'm saying? Da 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 da. Principal came out there. Hey, what happened? Somebody just jumped on me. They who jumped on you? I don't know. Like I just got jumped on. Then my little cousins, they come out of nowhere. Hey, yeah, what happened? These people that jumped on me. What was y'all at? Hey, we was over there doing something. I walked to the crib and I was just mad, bro. You feel me? My shirt was all ripped up. And at that, like, I've been seeing stuff growing up, but at that moment, it was like, that's when I knew, like, you can't be lacking out here. You feel me? Like, it's for real out here. You feel me? You got to keep your eyes open. You got to be on alert. You feel me? Like, you can't play. And I'm a kid. You feel me? So now at that point, I'm like, hell no, I ain't for none of that shit no more. That shit out. You feel me? Mm. And it was, and it was dead after that. You feel what I'm saying? Like my OG moved me up at the school though, because I was on that with everybody. I needed revenge. Took me to a different school, and I ended up coming back to the city. But I don't know. I seen a lot. Like, I done seen people get shot at. I done seen people dead. But it's crazy though because the city is not that bad though. It's like it's so big that if a crime happened, it could happen on the other side of the city, so it won't affect you. Like how we in Atlanta, something could happen right here, but if you out there in Buckhead or whatever, you feel me? Like you wouldn't know. I mean, you could look on the news and find out, but it didn't happen where you was at, so it's cool. You feel me? So it'd be like, when I was young, it was stuff that happened. It was a rough city, but it was respect. You know what I'm saying? Like if you just respect and stay out the way, you feel me? You should be straight. Sometimes it's unfortunate stuff that happens, but that's everywhere though. You feel me? And then when I was in high school, that's when it really started going crazy. Like that's another reason my mama wanted me to get up out of there though, because it was like, well, I stayed at it shooting at night. Like you'll turn on the news. I stayed on 77th. That'd be on the 7500 block.
Wait, 77th? Is that where they shoot? Chicago, that corner store.
on maybe on 79th.
Oh, it's not on.
Because they got on 79th, it's a lot of stores, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of places where it get a lot of look because it's like a busy street, depending on how far down you is. But yeah, basically in my area, it was like shooting every day, you know what I'm saying? It was police out there heavy, like this one gang activity was just busting, you know what I'm saying? And it was like a lot of people had dreads too. So it was like mistaken identity, you know what I'm saying? Like you look like whoever and they throwing you right down. So it was just crazy, but I was so used to it that it was just like, it's whatever. You feel what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, what can I do? You know what I'm saying? If it's my time, it's my time. I'm not finna be afraid. I'm not finna not go outside. I'm not finna live my life because of what's going on. You just gotta be careful who you hang with and just keep your eyes open. Because if you stay away from that energy, like I've had stuff happen to me. I've been in situations, but I've avoided a lot too, just being smart. A lot of times when stuff go wrong in the city, it be people who hang around where they know they ain't from over there. They know they ain't supposed to be, but they just gonna go anyway. You know, it'd be stupid.
Right. Man, that's crazy. I ain't even been in Chicago, but I mean, it seems like a real dope city though.
Yeah, man, it's nice. It's beautiful, and it's like it's always something to do. It's always something to do there, man. And it's like food is good. It has so much culture, like the city culture. It's just amazing, like just the high energy. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, like it's a lot of love in the city too. It's a lot of going on, but it's a lot of love in the city. Like you cannot be from there. You could be like, I'm from South Carolina. They want to show you, let's get a bottle. You feel me? Like let's pop out. Let's just so you can say I kicked it. You know what I'm saying? It'd be a lot of that going on.
Yeah.
Yes,
so what was it like working with London on the track?
London on the track. Man, it was amazing. I can't even hold you. I was worried a little bit about us being on the same accord because I was like, I know that he's talented. You know, this is a platinum selling producer, but I'm good too, though. You know what I'm saying? And I got some good ideas, so I was just hoping that we could bring them together. You know. And it was like, he was like 3 hours late, but it was cool though, because I was networking when I was in there and I was playing all my songs. Like I got so much unreleased music and every song that I was playing, like people was fucking with it. Like people was coming from different studios and just listening like, who the fuck is this? And then it was like, yeah, this nigga won a freestyle 50 challenge with 300 and everybody wanted to know if I was signed or not. And I'm like, no, like, matter of fact, now I got my contract by then, but I was like, it's a singles deal, you know what I'm saying? I'm still open to, it was everybody get my information. So London come. I was fucked up by the time he came. We smoked so many blunts and we was off that Douce. But I was focused though. I was just like, I'm high right now, but I was like really turned up. So when he walked through the door, I looked at him and he was like, what's up? His pops was like, what's up? Is his manager. And his manager actually from Chicago. So we hit it off in LA, like just being from the same city. So then London was like, what's up? I'm like, what's up? And the room went a little quiet. So I was like, you ready? And then he like, for what? I'm like, that hot shit. So everybody started damn laughing. It kind of like broke the ice and we laughed. And I'm like, nah, I'm dead ass. So then he was like, I'm on business. Like, bro, we've been waiting. And I've been waiting for months because I won in August. So I thought we was going to get in the studio immediately. But, he had his stuff going on. And he was still working with big artists and all that. So it had to come when the schedules, match.
So how long you had to wait?
August, September. I recorded it in November. So I won in August, recorded it in November. And I started beating on the table and snapping my fingers and doing the hook. And it was like this. I can't beat on the table because the laptop there. But I was like, I make a lot of moves. So I got a lot of haters. I cannot help you niggas because I did a lot of favors. I'm getting money now. So I get a lot of paper. Watch how I run it up. Now watch how I fuck it up. If I want to roll it in, I want to borrow it, then I'm going to go get it.
Hey.
If three model bitches is all on my dick, and I'm going to hit it.
Yeah.
If I'm getting money, you know how to flip it. You know I'm going to spend it. So watch how I run it up. Now watch how I fuck it up. So after I do that, he like, oh yeah, I'm fucking with that shit. That shit hard right there.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, let me get into the verse. So I do the same thing with the verse. The verse, it sounds so good a cappella. Like I was really hitting that verse.
Yeah. And
he was like drawn into every bar, like everything. Like he was just so focused, like what I was saying. And I was smiling though while he was doing it because I was happy that he was fucking with the shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it was the first try. Like I had a list of stuff that I'm like, if you don't like this, I got this. If you don't like this, I got that. He wants to be prepared.
Yeah.
He was like, We using that. He was like, go in there and lay it down, and I'm gonna build the beat around it from scratch. So then I was like, fuck. So I was like, all right. I'm like, matter of fact, fuck that. I showed him this other beat that I had that my homie made. I'm like, look, I know you landed on the track, but I need you to hear the feel. I need strip club, but I need radio, good energy, but like he like, I got you. I do this shit. So I'm like, all right, let's get it. I want to take it. And it was funny as hell though, because before he got a chance to set up his whole everything, I was through. Hook, and they duplicate the hook. So it's hook, verse, hook. No, hook, verse, hook, verse. There was 2 verses on the record. And now, like, and when I finished, I sat on the couch and crossed my legs and lit my blunt. His pop started dying laughing. Hell no. He was like, I knew this nigga was for real. He was like, I told you he wasn't finna play. Told you he wasn't finna play London. He must have tied up his little bandana he be wearing. Got the plugging that shit up. And it was just magic. Like this nigga was going crazy. He was looking like Beethoven. This motherfucker going crazy. Hitting that bass. And I'm everything he adding, I'm fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? It was like no friction at all.
Yeah.
So then he came back to me. He was like, man, this shit hard. He was like, yo, you ever harmonized on a track before? And I have. I got records like that. And he was like, try to say the hook like this. So I'm like, all right, let me hear it. So he didn't want to sing it because it was going to sound weird. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I'm like, I promise you, if you do it, bro, I'll be able to take in what you're trying to say. So he was like, I make a lot of moves. So I got a lot of heads. How can I help you, niggas? So I was like, so he, watch out, fuck it up. I'm like, I got you. Go in there. One took that shit. No, I'm lying. I did it 2 times. They said the first one was good, but I was like, no, I could put a little bit more on that. Well, I saw the shit out that hook. It went crazy. They got the fucking with it, and it was a hit. And then he was like, man, this shit got the potential to go platinum. And when he said that, it was just like, this is a nigga who make platinum records every fucking day. You know what I'm saying? Like, so for him to give me that validation, and I don't got no clout for real, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm an underground, unknown artist. Like, the Freestyle 50 challenge blew me up. That was a battle rap, you know what I'm saying, that it turned into. This isn't me being known as an artist, you feel me? So it was just good to hear that. And then he was like, yeah, man, this is the first of many more.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you ain't have to say that for me because shit, you know, he already agreed to do this record, but that let me know he was really fucking with it, you know?
Yeah.
And it was just a moment I'll never forget, though. It's true. It's like I've been waiting for an opportunity to prove myself, to get the chance to be heard in front of somebody that matters, you know what I'm saying? So the fact that I did it and I nailed it, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a hit. It was just all glory to God. At that moment, I'm like, yo, like how far I came, though, you know what I'm saying? Like, just from me very first entering the contest, and then them telling me it was like 100,000 people on social media doing it. So how long
was the process, like from start to finish?
It was, I'm sorry, let's say it's my little cousins, but it was a couple months because I did it in the beginning. I did it in the beginning of July. It was a month. I did it. I submitted my video in the beginning of July, and I ain't hear from him until August. And the finale, so I'm like, it's 2 months. That first month, I submitted my video. I waited, and then in August, I heard back from him. And then the last day of August, what's that, the 29th?
The 31st.
31st, the last day of August was when the finale of the Freestyle 50 was. So it was real nerve-wracking, though. There was a lot of waiting, a lot of like.
I bet checking emails and missed calls.
Man,
and, oh, fuck, it's just a
you don't even want to know about missed calls. Like, God, it's so crazy. I got to just tell you the story how this happened, yo. Kevin Louse put up a video over with T Grizzly beat in the background, no effort. He was basically like, we got a no effort challenge, this, that, and the third. And I won some stuff the year before, but before that, it's a lot of contests I didn't win. There was a lot of open mics that I didn't, you know what I'm saying? So I was a little reluctant to actually do it. So somebody tagged me and I ignored it. Then my homie Mondo, he sent it to my DM and was like, all he said was, you better win. So I was like, all right, this is the second time I got it. Let me look into see what they talking about. And I did. And at the time, it was just rough during the summer, man. Like, I had just got this job, you know what I'm saying? But it was like I wasn't getting no hours for real. My car was fucked up. My roommate did some bullshit, so we were gonna get ready to get evicted out the crib. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just, and it's some real personal situations that happened for me that put me in almost debt, you know what I'm saying? And I was just down bad, you know what I'm saying? I was just really feeling, fucked up because I'm like, damn, like, this summer is terrible, you know what I'm saying? So I wasn't really in the mood, but I'm like, shit, I'm already down. What's the worst that can happen? At least I could do is try. So I hit this one dude up, and I was like, yo, I ain't got no money, but what I do know, if you're gonna put a video up, you should do like a professional looking one. You shouldn't just do one off your phone. So I was like, when I win, I ain't say if, I said when I win, I'm gonna pay you. So he's like, all right, bet. He pull up, he do the video. I did the rap to T Grizzly, no effort. It's real dope. It's on my Instagram. And then I just prayed to God after I submitted. I'm like, God, just please let them listen to it. You feel me? I'm like, I ain't gonna shoot for the moon and me winning this whole thing, but if you could just let them hear it, I'm pretty sure they'll pick it because I can really rap. Month go by. And okay, so that happened. A month go by, I get a call, and it's crazy because I almost missed the call because, man, I thought it was like a bill collector or something because I ain't recognize the number. So I ignored it for like the first 2 days. Like it was just calling, you feel me? And ain't leave no voicemail, and I was just like, man, hell no. And like that third day, because I forgot that I ain't forget I submitted it, but I ain't think that they was gonna pick me, you know what I'm saying? Because it was so long. And I woke up and I'm like, damn, it's that damn number, but they calling me early though, you feel me? So I'm like, it gotta be something. I'm like, hello? It was like, yeah, is this Yk Supe? I'm like, who wanna know? It was like, this such and such from WGCI. You submitted your video to the website and we like it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I hop up then. I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like they calling me.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, right now you're in the top 25. We'll call you in a few hours and let you know if you're in the top 5 in your city. I'm like, okay. I go to work. They call me while I'm at work. She tell me like, yeah, you made it. I'm like, damn. They're like, we need you to be in the radio station tomorrow. Now, mind you, I'm in Huntsville, Alabama, but I didn't want to tell her that I went to Chicago because maybe she'd have been like, oh, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'll be there. I'm like, how the fuck I'm supposed to get there? And I got to go to work. And my car ain't going to make it. Like, it was 2005 Mitsubishi Galant with a lot of miles on it. So I'm like, I can't drive that now. And that was in my car. So I was asking people if I could see their car. He was like, hell no. And then my homegirl, Seattle, she from the east side of Chicago, too. She like, man, I believe in you, Supe. You feel me? Fuck it. Give me your car. So as I get to and from work, you can see my shit. Just get an oil change. Me and my DJ, 20 and 20, got an oil change, hit the road. And we get there the day of, like 5 minutes before I have to be there. But we just traveled so many hours. So it was traffic and shit. And basically, we gave the car to some fucking not a bellhop, but at the hotel, the valet parking. Like, we'll pay for it afterwards. That's how you usually do it. And we ran to the radio station, got there. They was like, well, okay, so we was looking for you. Yeah, you made it. Bro, I'm sweating and shit. Like, there's a hell of stairs and shit. I get up there, and it was like, damn, it's finna go down. And the other two guys that was there, they ain't look right. You know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't had a look. You know what I'm saying? That was just me observing them. Like, they look like they got fresh off work. And as a rapper, you ain't got to be Gucci Louis down, but you at least got to look the part. You know what I'm saying? With anything that you're doing. It's like coming into a job interview with sweats. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you doing? So I was like, off that alone, I know that I'm up. And then the other two guys didn't even show up. They was trying to rap over the phone. So then I'm like, man, my performance has to be terrible to lose to somebody who rapping over a phone. You know what I'm saying?
So they really let them rap over the phone?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, all right. And one dude, his connection was bad.
Oh.
So he was out. Then the other dude, it just wasn't good. Then the other then the other dude forgot his rap. I'm sitting back like, God throwing me a oop, yo. I'm like, this dude forgot his rap. And the other dude, he came in there just looking any kind of way, and he forgot his rap towards the end.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, it's over with now. Yeah. They played the beat. I rapped the best anyway, but it was like, God, oop, it could have been the hardest MCs in my life, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't like that. So I was like, okay. And they was like, you going to Hollywood? And at that moment, it just hit me when the pastor told me that I'm going to California because I was just broke. I mean, I'm still broke at the time, but I'm like, I'm finna go to LA and they finna pay for everything for me and my homie to go. I'm like, this ain't nothing but guys, man. I had to quit my job though because I told them what was going on. And they was like, we can't give you off, you know what I'm saying, for this rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not even a guarantee you're gonna win, you know what I'm saying? And you've been waiting to get this damn job. Like, I need this job so I can pay stubs, move into my next crib, you know what I'm saying? I said, fuck that shit.
Right.
I was like, when I win with 10 bands, I can have somewhere to stay. Fuck. I'm like, I'm be all right, you know what I'm saying? I'll give me another job if this don't work out, but ain't no if. This is now, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is my opportunity. And they told us we had to freestyle everything off the top. It's like if you try to do a written rap and we feel like you wrote it, we disqualifying you. It was Swader, Kevin Lows, Leo Cohen, Smack from URL, Big Boy, Redman, Tigre. Like, it was so many people in there, man. It was like battle, you know what I'm saying?
So what was your emotion? Like, were you nervous or were you like, were you just ready to go?
My adrenaline was pumping because it was just like, this is the moment, you know what I'm saying? But it was just so much, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I cannot lose, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, they ain't been through half of what I've been through. I don't know that for a fact, but that's how I felt, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, they don't want this shit like I want this shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I'm telling myself. And I'm like, I am the best, you feel me? So I'm like, this is my time to prove it, you know what I'm saying? No bullshit, no excuses, you know? So it was like, and I watched their confidence crumble a little bit because when they said we had to freestyle, that's when it was like, because they never told us that. So I guess they thought they could do a written, you know what I'm saying? But when they was like, no freestyle, it was like everybody's ego kind of shrank. But man was still like, I don't care, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though I'm thinking like, oh, fuck, like, and it's on a beat too. So it's like, and they was switching the beats out and shit. So like my last freestyle and my finale was like 10 minutes. And they scratching like this some old school shit. Like they switching the beat up and me and the dude is going back and forth every 4 bars. So he say 4, I say 4. He say 4. I might take 8, he might take 4 or back. And we going at each other. Like they don't want no friendly shit. Like we didn't even know that this was, you know what I'm saying? But it turned into that, you know what I'm saying? He from Baltimore. He hard spit. I'm from Chicago. I'm hard spit. And we was just going. But it was like, I was really in my bag and zoned out. And after a while, it started to be like, oh, yeah, I'm finna win now. Like he running out. Like he was trying to get under my skin. Talking about my mama. My mom was in the crowd. But I was just flipping it on him and I just came out victorious. And it was just like a movie, you know what I'm saying? Like how like this shit just happened to me, you know what I'm saying? And where I'm from, it's a lot of people who don't make it. It's a lot of almost, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I coulda, I shoulda, I woulda, or you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, and I prayed to God hard about that. I'm like, I'm not trying to be that. Like, I gotta be the one to finally win some shit. You know what I'm saying? To not get the short end of the stick. Because it's like cousins who could rap, but then they got locked up. It was people who could play basketball, but they got hurt. It was people who almost they got pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Like it's always something to why it ain't work out for us. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is bigger than just some rap. This is bigger than just some fucking money. You know what I'm saying? Like, this me putting on where I'm from and really showing what I'm about. And I feel like I got everything off my chest. Like, it was nothing else. Like, I'm like, if I lose, you know what I'm saying? It's like, then it had to be meant for them because I got everything off. Like, I know I did my shit. And have legends standing up like, you the one. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, me? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. That's all I have.
Well, I'm so proud of you, yo. Like, I'm so proud of you. And we definitely got to do this again. I didn't realize we almost on here for an hour.
Damn.
And we keep talking on and on and on. But you know what? We're going to put this on the blog, chiefsteady.com. And when you drop that single, you can't even get a title of it, can you?
No.
Okay, all right. So when we drop that single, I'm putting something on here like with.
Matter of fact, we calling that joint "Run It Up." That's what it is. Run it up.
Okay. All right. When we drop it, are you gonna have release party?
Man, I'm trying to do all that. I'm trying to go all out.
Let me help plan it. Oh, we could do it right here. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what else underground shit. But yeah. So make sure y'all follow Yk Supe
at Yo_SUPE on Instagram and Twitter. Yo_Supe.
And you can follow me on IG at They Call Me Chief. And if you guys are in Atlanta, definitely come to the We Do Fashion Show Saturday. And also my other event, Brunch and Strokes. That's gonna be great. And when we do another Fader Fest 4, or the final one, we definitely gonna have Supe performance.
So, oh yeah, man, I love to be there.
Yeah. Supe. Supe. What is it from Supe? Supe.
It's so crazy. My homie told me to do that to the song, and I did not listen to him. I got to call.
Oh man, you should. We're gonna do it right now. All right, yo, we out of here. Bye. We should. I wonder if this. Oh, hold on. Oh.